Ian Baker Finch and the crew on hand here.
Come on.
Oh, that's a good solid iron shot there at the reachable par 5. Breeze behind them today, a little different direction.
So great scoring opportunity there for Vegas. And up ahead, no, actually we go back to the 9th hole. And Martin Laird, a moment ago, pulling to a tie for second, and you got it.
Lead it right. Lead it right.
Scotty Vail is caddy, a Canadian, begging for it. 8th hole.
He played an 8-iron to this point.
Wheatcroft, now a co-leader with Snedeker joining him, 10 under.
Looking for his first victory on the PGA Tour. He's won a couple of times on the Nationwide Tour. Really relaxed this morning on the range before he went out. I'd like to see that.
Up to 13.
Jonathan Vegas for his 3 at the par 5.
Tonight, this was earlier. Dustin coming off bogey at the 8th. Just like yesterday, drove it right the breaking point, and today a much better approach into this group along with Dustin Johnson.
As I said, 2 wins on the Web.com Tour a couple of years ago. It's a big difference to trying to get your first victory here on the PGA
Ricky
Tour.
Barnes drove it left, got it to here. And now 10 under.
So as you can see, let's go to 12. Here's Rahm.
Tough par 3 in the front right bunker.
Look at that play. Makes the cut at +1. And you could still win this tournament. You're tied for the lead. You have a round of 77 at a scoring course. And what a save. Good 2-putt ball.
Cut back left. 168 total. Needs to hook.
And trying to sling it in here. The tower was shaking.
Can we talk about good?
Over 12, here's Ricky Barnes at the par 3.
Well, I've been saying he's been playing well for quite a while now. I know his results. He's missed 4 cuts out of the last 8 starts. But he is getting a lot more confident with his game.
Where he has this putt for birdie to get to -10.
Yes. Birdie attempt. Do you see anything here, Dottie, in this putt?
I do. There's a pretty significant break to the right, just about halfway. Little shoulder coming off the bunker. And that is...
Oh, beautifully played. That was not an easy shot. See how firm it is around the greens? Very heavy clay is the soil conditions here at Glen Abbey.
Up to the 10th.
Second shot for Steve Wheatcroft. Made some swing changes over the last little bit. Talked to him about it today.
Tapped in for his par, and Snedeker pops in his par.
Going back to yesterday, this is 16 straight greens he's hit, so his ball striking's pretty good. Working a little bit on taking the club a little straighter back in the takeaway, trying to get in a better position at the top of the backswing. It's a little bit of a work in progress, but it seems to be doing quite well this week.
As when the wind is swirling.
Very upright swing.
I'll get that.
Soft. Oh, greens are softer. Great shot.
One of 4 tied for the lead. Stay in that group. And he did.
Jon Rahm now his second shot. This hole playing completely differently. Playing downwind today. Ooh, that's got to get down. That goes back into that back swale. So he'll have a little bit of difficulty with Dottie. He's the only American. All the other 3 are Canadians.
Well, that's a very good point. Both caddies are Canadians.
Those 2 sprinkler catches between him and the hole might affect the shot selection he would make. Yeah, he went around him.
A few yards on the front. Hope for it to run forward.
Set.
It's coming out flying.
Great one, Dusty.
Nation, back to 10.
And one of the best putters on tour for his par to join the leaders at -10. And this youngster has a remarkably good putting stroke.
Martin
I
Laird.
know that one.
Been a tough year for him so far. Just 2 top 10s on tour. Really struggled.
Look awfully good for last year. This putt won it for him. Jason Day for birdie. And that's tied 10 again on CBS. Let's go to 11.
Does everything go in for Dustin? And just earlier, this was weak off from, well over 60 feet. Scooting it down the hill. Got to hit the brakes.
Tee shot
Dustin
for
did tap
Laird
in for
not
his
only
putt.
rolled back, it didn't even manage to stay on the fringe. So alas, he gets a little bit of awkward tee, a little heavier grab.
A shot that we're going to see a lot of today from over the green. Ricky Barnes, his third. Very nicely played.
2 wins on the web.com. And with that putt there, an excellent
It's just
chance.
a really difficult green surface. This is the hardest hole on the golf course today.
He's going to give up a shot here. And now bring back
Dustin Johnson. Luke List playing the 14th hole. They both drove it into the
Did have the
hazard area.
54-hole lead at the Valero Texas Open. Didn't convert that.
Sandwich. 127.
Oh, it spins nicely.
And the high ball hitting
It was-
Martin Laird on the tee with a driver downwind. Needs that to straighten out a little bit just to miss those bunkers down the right. Ball didn't listen to me, didn't listen to him. He finds the bunker.
This looks like it's going way left. Wow. Skips through the rough
A couple
and
birdies already
through
here
the-
this week. Bogey yesterday kind of derailed that round
Groups
with a
as we go
fast
back
start.
to 12.
and back to Wheatcroft. Has to play it off that shoulder, and it's got some speed to it. More than he wanted. And again,
Difficult
12.
par 3.
Look how fast Dustin Johnson plays his second shot. Oh, and he rattles it off the
And we see
flagstick.
so much of that now. But this has been for 8 years now for Steve Whitcroft.
Good putt. Got it.
Keep
What a
going.
Jonathan
par.
Vegas coming up short in 2. This is third shot, a chip or pitch for Eagle. Oh, that kind of got away from him a little bit. He'll be above the hole. Here at 16, Jonathan Vegas. Quick putt down the slope for birdie. Oh,
And
yeah,
Snedeker
center cut
goes
for
6
Jonathan.
iron. Headed to that left side. You better be careful. You run out of an angle here. It's going to be a little awkward
And
shot.
John
Rahm has a chance to move within 1 of the lead. Birdie bid here. But a very tough spot here.
Well, Jim, you talked about running out of an angle, and that
Well, here's
defines
our
it
leader,
right there.
14.
Up the slope. And rightly so, Peter. This is for the lead. And gets it. Dude, he shot 60 in that.
Hold your head.
Once again,
This part of his game has really, really improved. Actually,
Take
his
the
whole game has
downswing.
improved.
You see exactly how you're supposed to do it.
At
It's
-11,
Wheatcroft.
Dustin Johnson, 18T for Jonathan Vegas.
Well, he's got to take advantage of this hole because the guys he's in contention with have more par 5s to play, and the ball speed 178.
yeah, he's didn't get there in 2 with an iron. That's perfect.
16.
Different
Opening
hole.
lob, John Rahm here at the par 5 with a difficult shot. Has to go high. Ooh, he gives it the full Mickelson. Surviving almost pulls it out. Now Brent Snedeker. That was John Rahm here at 16 now. Brent Snedeker
Getting to that point where he needed to see something good.
You just hit this through the middle of the green. Keeps kicking forward.
The lead. Got to make 4 at the worst here, Ian. You got to think.
Definitely. Well, he's got a chance of a 3. Should be. Be right. Be right.
Good.
He's in love with it, but it's above the ridge. Trying to crawl back.
So far, so good, though, for Wheatcroft. For Burton some, but
He dies to the left as it loses speed. Straight down the hill. No, just a bit firm to. If you get it at the hole Ricky Barnes didn't quite give it enough and it just fell off the world. That's a difficult hole location today.
And we're live at 18. Here comes the eagle bid by Vegas.
Has he hit it?
It's on line. It's not breaking. 14.
the tester.
See you next week.
Really solid
Now
strike.
we're at 15. This was earlier. Wheatcroft.
9-iron with what breeze there is blowing from the short side, from the left side.
17.
And John Rahm. Chance. Breaks a little more.
For birdie. Former assistant pro at Oakmont. Oh, my
Two good
goodness.
shots. Snedeker has about 30 feet left for birdie. 3 back. That's never going to get it to the house. It's 2 back. It's got to take this flag on.
Yeah.
16.
That's good. That's
tied to 12 under. And we go to 16.
And Martin Laird, well positioned in the fairway.
Out at 16.
Well, this is actually an eagle putt for Martin Laird after a drive of 354 yards, the longest today by at least 25 yards. Earlier, Steve Wheatcroft. He and his wife, Sarah, expecting a baby girl in October, so she and their son Chase are back home in Jacksonville, where she's actually they're having a baby shower for her today, and I can't imagine a better baby shower gift than a W for the Wheatcroft family.
It's on a similar line to the one that Jonathan Vegas had. Another putt that lacks pace.
Sutherland, 2 of the famous attendees there. Let's go to 16.
Second shot for Steve Wheatcroft, 5 out of 208.
Well, they're trying to cut it to that hole location. It needs to get down.
Ooh, it takes a really firm bounce.
To make eagle.
And he'll be going for it.
Which can be done.
Go.
It's there. And it's a beauty. Look at this. He's got it.
Flew it too far, but had a little spin on it.
Yeah, that's going to
Now
catch
it's
the
gone.
slope and go all the way down toward the front of the green.
Ricky Barnes. Birdie every day.
Oh, look at that. He's drilled it. Low running, is it? Oh.
And into Camilo Villegas. This one would tie the lead.
It did the same as Vegas. It
He's
just
made it.
wafted to the left.
While that was all going on here was the layup by Barnes.
Yes, he hit right in front of it there. He skipped it out. It's not sure if that's made it to the fairway or still in the rough.
16.
For eagle to get to -10, Dustin Johnson.
He took a very long time to come up with this read, Peter.
And a good job he did for Steve Wheatcroft to stay tied for the lead.
Where you absolutely cannot lose your focus.
Nicely done.
Come on, be the clown.
Pretty good shot from
Yes,
the rough.
it is.
Yeah, nicely done. That's for 4.
Launched
After a
anxiously.
drive of 333 yards. he finds the green, he'll have an eagle putt.
Tends to get a little vertical on some of these. Bounce forward, that's not too bad. And at the moment, 218.
Ricky Barnes for birdie.
Familiar little pop stroke, but never high enough. To Martin Laird at 17 now.
To tie.
Two Laird, the
love
gap wedge remaining, Frank. Was that envy I heard in your voice?
Yeah, it was in jealousy.
No doubt some adrenaline running through those veins right now,
Just before
too.
that was Dustin's.
Much cleaner lie on the upslope. Okay.
And it sprung.
A month.
All the way back on the two. Snedeker. That's just a moment ago. Hole, as you can see, just dog legs to the right. That's the bunker that checked.
Get the brake elevation. Down. Down hard.
Sit. Down hard. Sit. Down. Down. Get lucky.
18. Just earlier, his second shot, needing birdie here at the 18th to pull even with Vegas.
Trying to hit a low fade around the water's edge, but make sure he keeps it safe. It'll be a tough
Now,
one. from that
Johnson's
bank.
story is he needs 3.
And really no chance of hitting it in the water today like there was yesterday.
Oh, he's nailed it.
Nice hit.
Beautiful.
I don't know. Trackman with Dustin Johnson even looks a little more impressive than anyone else too. It
does.
really
It's
does.
down past where Jonathan Vegas hit it by a long way.
It's that thing like a rocket shot.
Used to the flag would bounce down. Oh, that's genius.
Wheatcroft needing 4 for the tie.
He already backed off once. Really unsettled.
That looks pretty good too.
Very good.
Yeah. Not as long as Dustin's, but he can reach.
Oh, and it checked up on him.
He really did get it clean, didn't he?
Get forward.
It's in the fairway. So here's Laird now.
Can he get the read correct? Everyone else has missed it slightly left.
To tie it.
Just for the par, straight in.
And the final hole.
Now the breeze has definitely come up. That is headed left and not cutting. Left edge.
Okay, up and down.
It is high, it is fading, just left of the flagstick if it's the right number.
Oh, right over the flag. Oh, my
Hit it.
gosh.
Firm base. Yeah, definitely hit behind the ball, and it just bounced off the bounce of the sand wedge straight into the belly of the ball.
Yeah. If you didn't know better at first glance, you would.
Off the edge.
Good
We had the
things
line.
breaking in the last couple of years, but the 2 wins on the Web.com Tour, a second place finish last year. This to make par. For birdie. Light. 300 par round. Wants to shape one just like it. Is it left? And it's going to be left.
Oh, will it roll back?
Tried to. And now Vegas can celebrate his second career victory.
Fantastic. He wouldn't have thought he'd win that outright at 12 under when he finished.